Drone Theatre from July 24th to 26th, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
A very good morning to you guys. A very, very resounding good morning to you. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is the African Renaissance Television reaching you from London. We call it ART, so take it easy. Well, today is the 24th of June. We are a month, exactly 1 month away from the Nigerian Week London. The event is on the 24th. That's when I'm going to have the most creative people gathering in London to discuss, to dissect on Nigerian movies. We're going to have a screening of a very beautiful film, 2 of them at the moment, and then have a good interaction with the directors, and then have a beautiful evening of networking. That's the one. Day 2 is going to be about the music, the Afrobeat. The boys and the comedians, they are all lined up already. We're going to spice the day. I don't want to open the secret yet. You're going to go and get your ticket because I'm hiding it. Those of you who don't have faith, you will not have ticket when it is open the last minute. Then finally, on the 3rd day, we're going to have the award ceremony where we're going to recognize Nigerians who are making us proud. That is the things we have lined up for the day, and it's looking very, very good. But today, I really want to talk about a very, very important thing. And I said, if you look at it, I said God gave us the family, He gave us the church, or in some cases, the mosque, and He gave us the government. And I am looking at the biblical story of the Tower of Babel. I'm going to explore that a little bit and more carefully, and not from the religious angle, but from a more critical or the sense in it. Sometimes when you read the Bible does not teach you something that is not real. In fact, I've never, when I go through the Bible, there are 2 portions that struck me badly. One is the story of this Tower of Babel, and the other one is how the kingdom of God operates. Those 2 things taught me and makes me a very strong man. Maybe not a Christian, you think, but a man of God. And when some of you, when the Evelyn would say, my little ones will say here, oh, you're not a man of God, I ask them, who am I? But today I'm going to convince you that maybe I'm a man of God. You just need to listen. Now, what is the story of the Tower of Babel? Let me just give you. It is a biblical story from Genesis about humanity attempt to build a tower reaching heavens. It happened in the city of Babel. That city is called Babylon. This is just what I pick out. And I want you to take this. And it's going to be the basis of our discussion this morning on all we're going to talk about today. Now, what does this say? Sometimes people, I love one Nigerian movies, and the man just was teaching his daughters, and he said, if you hold one broom, a broomstick, you can break it. A stick, you can just easily break it. But if it comes together like the broom, like they say now, the APC broom, you can't break it. That is what the APC did. They came together, and good luck was in trouble. Before then, PDP was untouchable. Let me repeat this. PDP was untouchable until they now came together and they strike with one mighty blow. I think that is what the ADA, if it is true, they are trying to do at the moment. Come together in order to defeat Tinubu. Let me tell you one thing. If you come together, there is nothing you cannot do. Let me repeat that. That saying Where's this guy, Pastor Jerry? There's nothing God cannot do. When human beings come together, there is nothing they cannot do. I don't know whether you don't know how God even operates. Most of you just say, God, God, God. Who is God? God works through us. You see, the performance of God is in what we do. The existence of God on earth is in our activities. Because God has empowered us. He was living and he said, I will leave you with 3 things. What did he do? He gave us a family, he gave us church, and he gave us the government. Let me repeat that for those of us who are Christians. He gave us a family, he gave us the church, and he gave us the government. What does this mean? He's telling us the systematic way to come together and strike with one mighty blow. You can see that in a family. If your family are united, there is nothing they cannot do. Down to a family, as small as a family, there is nothing that family cannot do. And you need to define family. In African context, a family is actually large. The last thing I said is, imagine we're trying to raise money for a family, for people to do business. Now, let me tell you this today. I'm not going to start from the top. Let me start from the bottom to the top. In your family today, none of you is progressing. None of you can do something great. None of you have money to do business. This one have his own. This one live his own. This one live his own. At the end of the day, you are all poor. But let me give you the secret. If this family will come together in a meeting, in a sincere meeting, and say, okay, whatever we gather today, let's give to one of us. Let him start something. When he's doing what he can do best, he will bring back the money, and they will gather and give to another person. That family will grow. You don't need government. You don't need to disturb God. You know what I always come on this show, I say, will you stop disturbing God? Nigerians, will you stop disturbing God? Because God is not, God, how can God give you something and you're still calling him? That's why I said this morning that God gave you family. He gave you the church. Those of you who are Christians. He gave you the mosque. For those of you who are Muslims. And he gave you a government. Now I'm talking about the family now. How family can come together and do great things. Any amount of money that a family cannot raise, it does not exist. Because you can start from small to big. Somebody within your family maybe just need to open a shop. And if the family can even agree to do a farm or a business together, open a shop, that family will never be hungry. If I say to Evelyn today, I'm going to bring them in quickly. Go to your family and tell your people, okay, how much do you have? How much do you have? How much can you spare? Just spare also maybe let everybody look for 20,000 naira in that family. How many of us? You see that 20,000, if they put it together, it can start something. Maybe you buy water and sell. As a family, it will grow. You see, the only reason you are not growing is because you're doing it alone. And there is no room for people that do things alone in heaven. Let me say this. There is no progress. There's no prosperity. There's no space in heaven for you. Because the heaven you are talking of is actually the heaven here. There's no space for you. There's no space. No space. So when you cannot do certain things, ask yourself why you're not doing it. Let me quickly run through the other one, the church. You know why the church is powerful? It's not the pastor. I don't know what happened. They don't want me to preach the message. I go preach her. Evelyn. Let me add Evelyn. Hello, Evelyn. She's not even here. Evelyn, I was preaching.
Good morning, sir.
They don't want me to preach the message.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Evelyn, are you with a color TV? You know the meaning of color TV? TV where get color. You understand? Those days, we get TV.
We've gone past black and white then.
So that color TV now you be. You understand? So you be color TV. So when I call you color TV, you know what I mean. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. I'm good. Yes, I was trying to preach a little sermon this morning, but I'm going somewhere. I said if a family can come together, there's nothing they cannot achieve. That's what I was saying. That I'm saying there's practically nothing. That if your family, Evelyn, I'm sure every family can put everybody in the family. They say go and look for 20,000. They will look for, and the one that have more will put more. And if you put that thing together, and even if you do it on a percentage of how much you put in, so that everybody don't feel cheated. If I bring 100,000, you get more of the percentage of the business, and they come together, nobody will be poor in that family. You know, the last time I came to Nigeria, somebody say, "Oh, I have good idea. I want to do business. The only problem is there's no money to start." I said that's the easiest part of the life. You know what they do? They go to their family member who is a big man and say, "Bros, I want to do business. Give me so money." The man will tell you he doesn't have. Evelyn, if you come to me and say you need 100,000 to do business, I'll tell you I don't have it. But this is what you do to me. Say that the Chris, I see this business, and if we put 100,000, we will make 50,000 in 6 months. And bros, I will give you now. I will give you. You won't bring the money. I'll give you 30. I'll take 20. That 100,000 will drop now.
Yes.
The only question I will ask you, how you going to make sure the money will come back? You understand? It's your job to just convince me that you will be able to make the money. The money. So do not go to anybody and say, "Give me money." Tell the person what you can do so that the person will benefit, and you will see money to start whatever you want to do. But bring it to the family setting. If you tell your family member, "Let us do business together," they go say no. But if you say, if the more you put, the more you get, they go begin look for more money from anywhere they put. That business will grow by force. I am talking to families here that
No
we
one
don't
wants
have
to
any reason
invest
because
in
God.
what they won't gain anything from.
Exactly.
Right now, is investment is what you get in return.
And
So
if
no
we
one
do
gives
that as we go on, you see that you see why we are going on. So in a small family, look at our strength, my people. In a small family, we have the possibility now, from what we've been saying, to make this happen by just coming together and using this psychology of man of wanting to get more to grow a family. And when you do that, probably my 2 naira cannot do it, but our 20 naira cannot do it. And then the 20 naira is not all alone. We now have a collective brain of all the family put together. "Oh no, make we do it like this. Oh, this is the best way to do it." You are not only putting money together, you're putting brains together, and sometimes you're putting physical effort together. That is what God has given to us. On Sunday, my people, you guys still go and disturb the same God. Having given you this unique family. Don't nobody tell me he doesn't have a family. There's nobody now that does not have a family. Okay, you don't have a family, you are not fan. You have a church, or you have a mosque. Let's follow that one. Now, what the church does, Hey, I like what Paul was writing. He would say, "Dear brethren, dear brethren, dear brethren." That is always his message. Dear brethren. Brethren means brothers and sisters. Dear brothers and sisters. Dear brothers and sisters. Another thing that unites you in your family, that's where you have one brother and sister. And I want to define family in the African context. We have marital cousins, marital friends, marital this, marital that. And sometimes friends are the family you choose. So when I define family that I just finished with, do not restrict it to maybe me and you, born up not being alone. We have, if you marry to a family, you are a cousin there. You marry to a family, you become a family. All right. So by marriage, you get a family. By blood, you become a family. Even by friends. Because I use the word that friends are the family we choose. We choose family. That is one. Now let's go to the church. Church will even call you brother and sister. Wait till now the brother and sister for church for. No, tell me. Why do you even go to church and say, oh, this one is my brother in Christ, this is my sister in Christ? For what? Those of you that go to church, those of you pastors, why are they gathering in your gathering? It's always a missed opportunity. When people gather and they cannot think of their own welfare. Because the easiest thing to solve in a church is the economic situation of all the members. Did you hear me, Mr. Pastor? Do you hear me, the church owner? When you gather people, what you have is you have economic strength. You see, you guys are insulting us. I will, in fact, any church, when I finish today, that tell you to make offering, tell them pastor is a bastard. That the Christ said so. Any church that tell you to make offering, tell him he's a bastard. Then you're not making offering. Not from today. You're not paying tithe. Not from today. This is what you want. People in the church should put money together. And from that money, it will be used for the progress of everybody that is a member of that church. Oh God, Father, Papa, oh, I cannot see this more. Did you hear me, people? The church will be a place where we put money together and the money is used for the collective progress. Economic, I'm not talking of anything. There's no talk of progress without another one. Because don't disturb God tomorrow. The reason God gave you a church is so that you can come together and make progress. Economic, social, and otherwise. It helps you to get married in the church. It gives you an opportunity to grow your business. Let me explain this a little bit more. In those days in my community, when people want to, men that grow up like us, not my age now, maybe when they are 20 something, they will gather, those peer mates, they will gather and they go and build a house for one friend, for one of their mates. We say, I have a house today. They will go and cut the stick. They will go and raise the house. Fix it, tie the rope, make the house nice because they use more than. They physically fix it. And that's your house. Then the same people will gather and build your own. They will gather and build the other person. That is how they were building houses in those days. That was how we were building houses in those days. That was how we built houses in those days. Not now. That was how we built houses in those days. Today, it's a direct opposite. Today is a direct opposite. Now, the reason you cannot build a house today is because you're building your own. You're going to work, they pay you, you're waiting to build your own. In those days, those people could build a house, get married, and have a settled home. They didn't have money. They didn't have this kind of job you have now, but they had a settled home. They have the houses. Today, you cannot have a house. Even with the job you're doing in Asaba, the job you're doing in Lagos, in Abuja, you can't build a house. But back then, those people were able to build a house. Why? They didn't need, you see, you don't need to have so much money to be rich. What I'm saying is the church, if the church will say, okay, every Sunday, and again, I'm not going to say the more you bring, the more you get. This is the house of God, but a house of God where we grow prosperity. You put every day when you come to church, the money you drop is meant for all of us. And the more you drop, the more you're going to get. You will be surprised how much your church will make, Mr. Pastor. I know you're angry now. You think the offering is making you money. It's actually church-churching you. Because if you encourage your members to drop money in percentage, you see they go to work and come and drop. They go to work and come and drop. They go to work and come and drop. People that are not getting anything back, they are dropping. Imagine if they will get something, how much they will drop. Because the more you drop, the more you get. Then everybody will help you in whatever you're going to do. Imagine if in the church, we all buy from you. This is how the Jewish people live here. They eat their own food. They drive the same kind of car. In fact, they go to their own shoemakers. They wear the same kind of dress. So you can't cheat them. So if you say that is the essence of having a church, I am on for it. But a church where the pastor alone and the wife is doing well and the rest are slaves, that are the slave trade when they carry us in those days. I never stop them. And for you, pastor, you're actually losing. I know this I'm preaching today, I will be killed. Because if you do this, what I say, your church will grow. If they tell me, say, one church day where I can drop money, and when I drop money there, my life, the money will be given back to me. I will be able to take, maybe at the end of 6 months or 1 year, I can take all the money. Or if I need 20 million, they will give to me. I will continue to pay until I get my money. And when I pay, I will continue to pay, because after that one, another 20 million is waiting for me at the front. I will continue to pay. Meaning, that is my bank. Oh God. You know how stupid we are, that we go and drop our money in the bank and the bank is not even going to help us. What is a church doing? If a church can only serve as a bank and a little bit of insurance, that would have saved us. And you know what is good? In the church, we buy from each other. The same brother, sister, brethren, why don't you use it to buy things from each other? Why don't you use it to support one another? In kind. By passing on knowledge, teaching people what to do, and giving them the money to do what they want to do, what they have to do. There will be no poverty in the land. This Sunday, you are disturbing God again. Oh God, give me this. You all gathered though. You're telling God, oh God, you give me this. The pastor is happy to preach the rubbish. God is going to fall down in the name of Jesus. You are free. You are not. Who hold you before? Who hold you? You have been free by God. Jesus has set you free. He has given you the tools. The tools is the church to make you rich, not to make you poor, not to just drop and walk home hungry. And if the pastors will do what I say today, God will bless you. I know what I said. This message is hard. Sometimes I'm afraid to come and deliver what God asked me to do. I want to say this. Sometimes I'm afraid to open my mouth and say what God said I should say. But I will say them. If church will learn from what I said now, by using the church as a bank, don't pay, tell them no offering. What are you going to do with offering? You don't need offering. You don't need tithe. Let people gather money and use the money be given to every member. Today is this person's turn. Tomorrow it will be my turn. I'm happy to wait. Tomorrow is this one turn. When your business is ready or whatever you do is ready, we're going to help you. And we're not giving you the money alone. We're helping you to survive. And we're making profit back to the church. So the church becomes the bank that helps you to set up your life with interest on the church. I swear that church will be the first church in the world. But this one you are going now, you reach there, you tell God, at offering time, they will carry things come, you will drop money, you go home hungry. The pastor is rich, God is angry because you are disturbing God. You're going home to tell God, God, give me this. God just give you the tools. The tools is the church. Don't forget my message this morning. God gave us the family, He gave us the church. And let me tell you the Baba of all. God did not even give us government. He replaced Himself with the word government. Oh, no. God did not just give you government. He replaced Himself with the word government. When you see government, that is God on earth. In the physical nature. Do you hear me? I don't know when about you. But government is God in human skin. The last time God came, it was in the form of Jesus Christ. He has left and He said, I'm gonna send my comforter. The comforter is the government. Do you people hear me? How do I manage to say that? Let me keep quiet. I don't need to preach this message today. Let me bring Mary in. The message too hot.
Good morning, Daddy Chris.
Miriam. Morning.
No problem. No problem. If you call me Miriam.
Miriam, you're shutting down. Why you are shutting down? Anyway.
Oh my God.
Let's say goodbye, Miriam. Miriam, say goodbye. I don't think I should be preaching this. So, you know, sometimes when I listen to my own message, I wonder if I'm the one saying this. Or is it me that just said it? I have never prepared, written anything down to come and talk. When I come, I'll say, this is what I want to talk about. And I let the Holy Spirit speak through me. So I don't know what I'm preaching now. Please don't take all. Let me warn Please don't take all, because the way God speaks through people, the devil can speak through person. I don't know who is speaking through me. If you think the devil is speaking through me, so be it. If you think God is speaking through me, so be it. But did you hear what I said? I said the essence. God gave us three things, three institutions. One is the family. And I define family from the blood family, marital family, and the family you choose who are your friends. These are the three kind of families we have. If you come together in that cycle, there is no poverty you will not be able to defeat. There's no anger. There's no trouble you will not be able to overcome. Don't forget, anybody can come and try that family and go gather fight. So you don't have only financial strength, you have muscles, you have everything. That's it. And Mary, I said the second family God gave to us, the second institution God gave to us is the church. And I said, do not go to church. Anytime you go to church, somebody say, pay offering. Tell that person is a madman. That the decree says so. No offering, no tithe. The church is a place where we gather for collective progress. Oh, a place where God said we should gather for collective progress. It's not for one progress, for all of us to progress. And I said, I practicalize it. Supposing a church today, say, as I'm going, I drop every money. And everybody that drops money, they write it down. And at the end of this month, or every Sunday, about 200 people will carry money to go and do whatever they have supposed to do.
Have you thought about how will they build this church? How can they maintain this church? You understand?
I'm coming now.
And also, I hope you know that the church also help the poor.
No, Mary, they don't help the poor, they help themselves. That is cheap one. Anything built on charity does not work. Don't tell me about charity.
Sometimes people that fall sick, they try to pay their bills. So it depends on the church. All churches.
And Mary, I hear what you say, but what you say now, you say, how do we build the church? I'm not saying the church will be left out. The pastor will actually be richer. Now, Mary, do you know how much your bank is making from you? The money you put in the bank, do you know how much they make? Let the church be the bank. As we give you money to go and do your things, you pay us interest. The money belongs to everybody. It belongs to the church. The pastor will be paid salary from there. The church will be maintained from there. There will be, in fact, they have the church elders always, who don't really do the role of the elders, because the pastor is the elder. He owns the church. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's why in the Catholic Church, you don't own anything. You die as a priest and everything you have belongs to the church. I'm coming today. I said, Asabana, welcome. I talk of Color TV, I talk to Miriam. Our prophet, engineer, not quick come. Because I'm not going to finish this matter.
So you know what's in the happen? These people that NDLEA, they've collected half of the road. They are doing road show for drug awareness. I wonder what they have achieved from all this drug awareness. They blocked the whole.
They never do my road, and they come for them for that.
Very annoying.
That road, when I managed institute for them for Asaba, they no one can help my institution. Me with them, they want Raza, they come. Asaba will see me when I come.
Construction of road is not.
If me and there Europe, come suffer and go put something for Asaba. Now water enter my place. Me and them wear one Raza. And they tell you, we go wear one
Raza. Water they enter, I beg, come back.
Construction of road is not priority.
I bet come back. What are the enter?
No, road is not important. Why do you need roads? We don't need roads.
No, I didn't.
Why do you need it?
No, Mary, I will tell you how construction road will be constructed.
Mary, I need road though.
No, I will tell you how road is constructed. What I'm saying, no, Mary, in this country, it's taxpayers' money we use to construct roads. You know why they should construct that road? I mean, don't you pay council rate? There's a money you pay to the council. Yeah. If it's not enough, they should increase it. That's the money used to maintain road. Not oil money.
Don't say we don't need road. We
no,
need
I didn't say we don't need road. The question is how do you fund road?
But that road you are making should lead us to a good investment. We should use that road and be going to where we have developed things we ought to do. Not that you're just doing road that can't lead us anywhere. Where is the road leading us to? That is
Evelyn, let me put it this way. Mary, my message is this. You can construct road, but let the people pay for their road. there is a money we pay to the council every month or every year, every 6 months. That money should be used to construct roads within the council, within the repair of roads.
They share the money.
No, but if that is the case, then they have a problem. So don't tell me there's no money for road. Don't use oil money to construct road. You hear what I say? No, we're not coming to that this morning. We're discussing something else. I said we are doing 2 things today. We have a guest there. The guest will join us shortly. What I've said today is this.
I think our guest is boiling about Benue State. He wants to talk about it.
All right, we'll bring him in to talk about Benue. But let me just quickly round up this, because we might have this discussion tomorrow. I said God gave us 3 institutions. One is the family. The second one is the church. And I said the church should not be collecting offering and tithe. What the church should do is serve as a bank and an investment opportunity for members. Every Sunday you go there, you drop what you have. Based on what you have, that's what they're going to use to give you money, and they begin to train you for whatever you can do. When your time is ripe, we'll give you the money to start. You pay interest to the bank, to the church. The same thing we do for everybody. That church will grow because I will go and pay more money to the church because I'm going to get more money out.
Not be Nigeria church.
Not anywhere in the world at the moment. But it's going to happen in my church.
Exactly.
In the new world, that is why God created church. You see, God gave us this institution for a reason. He gave you family, he gave you the church, and even the mosque. Don't go to mosque and pray and go home, and then go and disturb God. My another thing is, when you people finish in that church, you go and disturb the same God. Oh God, I need this. But you just come from church where the solution is there. When you crying to God, oh, I need this, but the solution is in the church. Even the wife you want to marry is supposed to be in the church. The husband you need is supposed to be in the church. Let the church. I'm happy the churches are doing now that they hook up these days.
Even our politicians, they go to the church.
Hook up the church these days. So now make women they go. They won't get husband. I mean,
anyway. Even our politicians, they go to church as well. So everybody knows that it's important to go to church.
Yeah, but not the church of the politician is somebody going to confess his sin. I'm saying that a church is not a place. God is not even interested in your sin, for God's sake. He knows we are sinners. God is not fighting your sin. Who are you? You are dirty. It's not like you. You wear the shit. God knows say you get shit for inside your body self. Now, shit there inside. You are an unclean human being. So he's not worried about that. He loves you anyway. My father said to me, I carried my son. He said, this boy is shit from my hand, I go through him. I said, no. He said, that same love is what you used to marry. Maybe if your baby poo on you, you're not the best through him. That's love. That's how God loves us. You go pick it, go piece for mama body, go send a blessing. You piece on your mama body, Mary. You know verse. Now my daughter, hey, you understand? Even as they piece on the woman body, they happy. That is how God loves you. You want to show love? Do you know what is called love? You show it to your son every day. That's true love. Your baby is where you show that we are human beings. That's what my father taught me. Anyway, then the final one, which I really want to talk about, is government. And in case of government, God did not just give us government. He replaced himself with government. Mary, do you hear me?
Yes.
And I want you guys to take this one. God did not just give you government. He replaced himself. Now, he said, I'm going and I'll give you the comforter. The comforter is the government. Now, you know what happened? Moses went to take the 10 commandments. Mary, the 10 commandments Moses took is in the government, is the constitution of your country. Any constitution that is not drawn from that 10 commandments is not a constitution. Do you hear me? The constitution of your country, any country in the world, is drawn from the 10 commandments of God. And God went further to reinforce there's even judgment. That's how God will judge things. But that is the man way. God replaced himself with the government. So anything you are asking God is with the government. Don't disturb God. I don't know how I can say this more. God is tired of us. With these 3 institutions, we don't get any reason to disturb God. Not a single reason on earth. If we can understand the power of these three institutions which God has given to us, He gave us a family. I started with family. Those of you that came late might not understand. Go back and watch the show. I saw what the family can do, what the church can do. And God now replaced himself. Because the family could not do some, the church refused to do it. He now replaced himself. Yet to not see they disturb the man. If now you never tire Mary.
That's true. You're right.
Let's leave that matter. Let's talk to our friend from Benue. Where is happening to Asaba? They don't freeze again. All right. Let's add the guy from Benue. Hello. How are you?
Hello. Yeah.
How are you? Can you hear us? Okay. We're going to have a lot of drama this morning. Let's see whether your network can be stronger and we add you quickly back. All right. That's our friend from Benue. I know we're going to take a look at Benue State in some little segment of the show today. But Mary, I really come here to talk about this hard topic. When a man tells you today that my name is Daddy Chris, and I have said it on this show this morning, and I'm not saying it with fear, that the Bible said, you know what Jesus Christ said? I am going, and I will send you a comforter. The Bible, the comforter is the Holy Spirit. That's a big mistake. You know it's the comforter. The comforter is God. Because God did not leave us alone. Hey. He didn't leave us alone, Mary. He gave us himself in the form of the government. So, Mr. Tinubu, what that means is you are God. Number one citizen on earth. Whoa, I don't need to say it. In Nigeria. That's how he has separated in Mary. In every setting, he gives you your God, representing him. In every way, he represents himself. In every mankind, in any way. In those days, they were kings. He now replaced it now with the government. These are, you see, kings were doing the role of the government. And now it's this. Maybe they are meant for a purpose. To advance mankind. God never left us alone. What we go through today is because these three arms that God has given to us have been abused. Family are busy doing their own thing. They don't want to come together. They forgot the Tower of Babel. That there's nothing they cannot achieve with this. With the Tower of Babel, it shows you that there's nothing. Even God have to check, say, if we leave these people, they go reach where we did. But family, what are they? They are hungry because they refuse to stay as a family. This one they do your own. This one they do your own. If you see family that's so gossip, they gossip. So fight. They don't come together. But tell me what is in your family that you cannot resolve. If you come together, and I define family, marital, blood, and the family we choose, who are your friends. If you guys come together like this, there's nothing you will not defeat. But don't do it with emotion. God is not an emotional being. Kai, I don't understand. The only thing people don't understand, God does not cry. He's not an emotional being. God will look at the situation and judge it well. He does not cry. He does not understand the emotion. God is not emotional. If we can leave that, then we will not be disturbing him every Sunday. I know what I'm saying now. Even God sometimes gets angry with me. And I say, God, but they're going to disturb me on Sunday if I don't tell them the truth. On Sunday, you know what we're going to do now, Mary? We're going to disturb God. This morning, I don't disturb God, though. God, you must do this for me. I don't disturb God myself this morning. But God is asking me, whatever you're asking from me, Daddy Chris, is it not there?
That people go to church. I hope you know that there are people that their own service day is on Saturday, the Sabbath. It's on Saturday that they worship. It's
Yes.
not even only on Sunday.
Maybe Sunday, you see, you don't understand what I say. Even it's not only through church that God come to us. He comes to us through the mosque. God, oh God, the reason God created this institution is so that you can solve your problem. And maybe the litmus test of it all is any family that is not solving your problem economically, socially, spiritually, that's not a family. Any church that does not solve your problem economically, socially, physically, is not a problem. Because what you do together, if the church gather, nobody go feed them. No, you they fear. If physically you can't go to the church, they go beat you. If now let me, you feel beat me. But when I there with in the garden of my brothers, you not feel near me. So church protect you physically. It gives you money. Then that of the government, we don't need to talk about, because then God replace himself. With the government of Nigeria, I am protected. In the UK, if I carry British passport, if I commit crime in Nigeria, they go say they bring me back. The UK government protects me. You understand? It gives me food. It cares for me. Except they don't do it well. No government in the world has been able to replace the word God gave to them. And that's why we are still disturbing God. God is angry. God is angry, is disappointed that all the job, all the eye don't open an eye reach. With these three institutions, none of you solve a problem. Maybe when I was talking to God this morning, you know what God was saying to me? But Daddy Chris, what you are asking me is already with somebody. Go and ask the person. Maybe whatever you are looking for is with somebody. And those of you talking to me now, whatever you're looking for is either with your brothers, sisters. If you can't get it within your family, it's in the church. If it's not in the church, it's with your government. Hallelujah. Look at me, people. Whatever you're looking for today is within your family, it can be solved. If it's not solved within your family, it can be solved within the church or within the mosque. If it's not solved within the government of your country can solve it. You don't need to disturb God. So if you say, maybe sometimes I ask God, how could you allow people to be hungry? You created these people. You know what God said to me? It's because you people are not doing what I asked you to do. Because the family has failed. The church has failed. The government has failed. People are on the street. God is angry. How can Daddy Chris be saying these difficult things this morning? It's too early. It's not this kind of early morning when you're supposed to day with this one at my age, I'm supposed to see the bed. They will bring food, I go sleep. I didn't hear the fight. I have few time to do this, so I'm going to do the one I can. My people, anything you see, thank God. And when I say thank God, don't insult God, because whatever that God did not provide on earth, it does not exist. And he did not provide it by calling him. That your pastor telling you, call God, call him, do this, do that, is deceiving you. God said, I have given the power to you. The power is in the church, it's in the family, it's in the government. Mary, how can I say this better? You're calling on God to give you what? Food that he has already given to you through your family, through your church, through your government. You are telling God, give me food. Or give you wife. Now God won't come give you wife. Are you a fool? Now God won't give you husband. Husband not in your church.
But let's tell ourselves the truth. Since the government they are not doing what the citizen wants, since they are not complying.
Is the church doing what the citizen want? Is the family doing what the citizen want? And
That's
I don't identify three bodies, so not only the government. Government is God. Oh, Mary. I said, when Moses take the 10 commandments, make me understand that. The 10 commandments, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not this, is in your constitution. And anyone you do, the government will deal with you. Someone that will kill you. The government is God on earth. In the physical stress. Don't think government to be rubbish. Government is God. I love the word G. God. G-O-V, G-O-D, G-O-V, G-O-D. He replaced himself. That is the comforter Jesus Christ was talking about. He has sent it here and is there to help you. We all need to understand that. And so that when you talk of your government, it's not even Tinubu. The Nigerian government is far bigger than Tinubu. Tinubu will die, the Nigerian government will remain. I will go, Nigerian government will remain. You understand? The institution, God has created it. It's not going to go away. Yeah. Mary, you see, whatever we do, we just do it our own and go. But you can't shake the institution God has created. if the government of Nigeria change in another way, a government will be replaced. That is why God is the government. If you say you don't like the president system of government, you say to the cabinet system of government, it's still the same God representing himself. Through that, if not king you choose, it's the same God walking through the king. You know what is common in all these three? God created this institution to help us solve our problem economically with the government. We don't need to ask you, Mary, whether we like it or not. Oh, the government of Nigeria not give us food, not do this, because the government knows. You've even come to know that the government is supposed to provide you food. Your church is supposed to provide you food, Mary. I'm sorry. The way your parents gave you food, that's what God used it. That's why God created church. It's not to feed you spiritually. Rubbish! What spiritual religion are you feeling? What spiritual hold do you have in your life? I don't understand. When these people begin to talk rubbish, and do they even read the Bible? Do they understand God? Because God is not a liar. God is not so far from you. This morning, I don't disturb God again. God, I need this. God, I need this. And the man is wanting. But what you're asking from me, is it not with that man? Why don't you just go to the man and ask him? Meaning whatever I'm asking from God, it's not with God. It's with a man. Who is that man that the government cannot control? We are us, citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are all citizens of the United Kingdom. The kingdom overpower that man. If you what you need there with Dangote, Dangote is under the authority of the Nigerian government. I cannot explain this better. Anytime you go to church and they tell you it's for spiritual thing, it's a liar. These three institutions were, you see, human being abused it one time. That's why I talk about the Tower of Babel. You understand? Otherwise, for they want government now, one language, everything for be one. God for not the rest. For government to be easy, for people to have some unity, this divided us. So we now speak different languages, and in every language, he has given way to reaching. The same thing I talk about, there's family in that language you have. There's a church in that language you have. It may not be the church of Christ, it may be the church of your forefathers. There's a church. All of them are geared towards solving three things. Your economic problem, number one. Your social problem, I want to marry. Now within the family that they plan out. That's why when you want to marry, nobody other than family have right to give you out. Nobody can love you more than the family, Mary. You know they. Mama, Papa, when they carry you, even when you were nothing, you say not good today. That's why the Bible says, honor your father and your mother. We are in a world that is no more our world. Because we've been told they don't teach us things when we know when they know they're realistic. I teach a realistic gospel. I'm preaching today the gospel of the family, the gospel of the church, and the gospel of the government. The word gospel means good news. I know, because I know say Christ in Jesus' name, people don't know saying that gospel I preached this morning. But I've just preached the gospel of the family, the gospel of the church, and the gospel of government. They're all good news, telling you that God has already solved your problem. He has given you three institutions to solve your problem. If you have a problem and the problem cannot be solved within these three institutions, don't call my name, change my name. If you think now, Mary, what are you thinking of to get? It's with the government, or it's with the church, or it's with somebody you know. In your family, it's there. They're there. So that it's not solved, it's not because of anybody. It's because these three arms of government has failed. The three arms of God, let me use the word. God created you family so you can use the family to reach him. You can use the church to reach him. You can use the government to reach God. God did not abandon government to government is not an enemy of God, though. In fact, government of anywhere in the world is not an enemy of God, though. Human being can abuse it, but it's not an enemy of God, because as far as I know, the government is helping in any nation. It's just they don't take that responsibility which God wants them to do. They end up spending money buying ammunition rather than using the money to feed people. Like I said today, the money they used to bomb Iran, that they're not saying sorry now, that they are not settling, if they use that money to try to solve hunger problem, maybe you know how much will those bombs when America drop once?
That's the truth now. You know, it's not like there is no money, but we use it for.
How can you tell? If you say no money, then you say something God. You say God not give us money, God not give us food. God provide everything on earth. Everything we need, Mary, is on earth. The money when they use, the power when they get it, they destroy, destroy this. If they use that power, take cure medicine, look for medicine, we will not go die. Did I not say to you? I said God did not create us to die. The reason we are dying is because we have not discovered the cure of death. The Bible tells us that there's a tree of death, a tree of life, in the garden that was taken away, Mary. You know why we've not found that tree? Because we are busy killing ourselves. The day we turn around and say, no, Baba God, now we want to find that tree, give us our tree. God will give us our tree. And we will live forever. When I tell people that God did not design us, it is not meant unto man to die. People think I'm joking. Did I preach a gospel this morning? Let me shut up because this is beyond me. When I say it, sometimes people say, what is this man talking about? God did not create us to die. The only reason we are dying is because we are busy actually killing ourselves. Mary, do you know how much of the things killing us are things we created? Though?
That's true. Let's see if our guest has a stable network now.
Okay. Let's see whether he can join us. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
A very good morning to you. Now we can hear you well. Nice. I like to see young men like you on the show.
I think the first time the network are disrupted. You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes. So
how is Kanu this morning? My boss was thinking.
Tell us. Yes, good. Let's know who our guest is.
No, I'm actually in Benue. My name is Shedrack Osilama. Yes, I'm in Makurdi currently.
Oh, okay. Makurdi, where they kill people. All the people do there is kill people, eh? Why? Exactly what I'm saying.
Well,
people just get up and kill one another. And they call it in the name of God.
How? I think that's the reason we're on the show, actually, because the people that are killing are actually different. So it is actually a criminal activity, or will I say terrorism in disguise.
You see what I like
that's
about
what's
it?
actually happening.
Let me explain what it is. Let me explain something in Benue. So I'm going to let you speak, young man. One of the religion is saying, oh, those people killing us are barbaric, but in the name of a religion. They gather themselves in the name of one religion, and they go and kill another one in the name of another religion. And the government is the only one that call it, in the government term, government call it terrorism. A religion may justify it, another one may condemn it. Government is the one that is not doing it. You see, can you see God in all? They are disappointing God. Go on, my son. I won't let you. I won't cut you again. Let's listen to you. So what is happening?
Yes. There are a few things. There are a few points I want to actually digress on the issue that is happening in Benue at the moment. So I would actually like to share the responsibility into four, even though the governor actually has a lot of role to play. So I don't have any issue with the governor, because before this issue of insecurity, I would say he was one of the best governors that I was really like in my books, because things that Benue has not been achieving for the past 20 years, he had actually come and he's actually working on it, from infrastructure to pension arrears to transportation and every other thing. But insecurity without
what the governor has done that you really like. We're going to come to that.
So what? Yes, he has. Yes, and infrastructure. He has actually gotten like 100 buses, Benue Link buses,
Yes.
This would actually boost employment and all that. At the same time, there's BIPC, Benue Investment Property and Company. He has like 4 companies now. Benue is a state that don't used to have at least 1 company. So he has been working. But on this issue of insecurity, there's a very big problem. And I would also fault him as the chief security of the state. So if I'm to start from the governor, I think rather than apportioning or maybe blaming different parastatals or different people without evidence, I think he should go to action. So what am I trying to say? The first time I saw him on Arise, he was saying that the people that are killing Benue people are actually invaders. These are people that are coming from our neighboring countries. Now, my question to the governor is, what are you doing to safeguard your border? For instance, Benue is sharing borders with Nasarawa, Taraba, Kogi, and even Cameroon. The question is, what are your people doing to safeguard these places? How are they trying to veto the people that are entering? For instance, are they Nigerians? He said they are Malians. What are they coming to do? What are security agents doing about it? That is the question. Benue has 2 soldier barracks. Benue has, all in Makodi here, Benue has state police. They have livestock guard. They have a lot of security agencies. So the question is, what is the governor doing about it? So that is the first problem. The second time he came and he said that there are people in Abuja that are political cabals that are actually sponsoring this. This was from the mouth of the governor. My question is, what is he doing about it? Yeah, we agree, because he did not actually put himself there. There are real cabals that are even closer to the federal government than he is. He's just a state figure. But my question is, rather than being lukewarm, you are neither here nor there. If he knows that he cannot face them head on, if he knows that he cannot face them head on like other governors are doing that actually have godfathers, then he should compromise, because he's actually playing politics with the lives of his people. The people of Benue, he's playing politics with them. So they are angry that the man is working, because they would want him to share allocations. They would want a Benue budget to come so that they would do as usual, business as usual. This man is a reverend father. He came and he was working. Under 2 years, he did a lot of things, and the cabals might not be happy because this came from his mouth. So I'm judging with what he said. So if you are allowing this, then you are betraying your people who actually voted for you. Because if you can face them head on and show that, okay, you are the security, if you know it's something you can fight, then you go ahead. But if it's something you cannot do, then at the same time, you compromise. You sit on the same table with them and actually do with their biddings. Whatever they want, you do it. That is what I think. Because as much as infrastructure is good, whatever he's doing is good. Paying pensions, opening companies, everything is good. It is the life of people matters. Without the people living, how can they use these facilities? They cannot use it. So these are some of the issues we are facing in Benue State. Now, let's go to the main issue between the farmers and the Fulani herdsmen. I'll start with the Benue indigents. Now I'm talking about the people living in Benue. In every tribe, there are bad eggs. There are good people and there are bad people. So one of the things I expect the governor to do is to actually bring both the traditional leaders and also the political appointees in the state, so that they can sensitize their youth about some certain actions. For instance, I was listening to the chairman of Fulani in Benue State. They call them Mieti Allah of Benue. And he was saying that there's this issue of cow rustling. That is to say, these guys are complaining that their cows are being stolen in the bushes by these youths, that they will bring cows, and at the end of the day, some was even telling me that about 30, one said 150 cows, one said 200 cows. So if you are losing 200 cows, with the cost of one cow now, we are talking about over 200 million. This is their own source of livelihood. Do you expect them to be happy with this? Now I want to be judging this case based on, without being biased, how we should treat the issue from every level. Now they are complaining of cow rustling, they are complaining that they are also killing them, chasing them out of the bushes. Nigeria is a place where if you did not bring violence, you have the right to stay. It's constitutional to stay anywhere in Nigeria. So if they came and they came with their cattle, they should investigate. Even the government should investigate that, okay, what these people are saying, is it true? If you are stealing somebody's cow,
Yeah,
yes, I'm with you.
It doesn't go too far. So there is
Yes.
the Fulani communities in Benue.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What I'm saying now is that
So,
do they
yes.
belong to a local government? Is the local government, are the local government aware that they are there?
Yes. You know, the Fulanis, there are some of them that they actually have no homes. As we know, there are people that are always, they are wanderers. So there are some Fulanis that even believe this is their indigene because they were born and brought up here. Some of them cannot even trace their ancestry any longer because their father was born here, their forefathers was born here, because there are local governments here.
Of Benue
Yes.
State. Don't care about the tribe.
Of course.
So they are Benue,
Yes.
they are Benue.
Yes.
What I'm saying now is
Yes. Some of them. Yes.
does the local government, because this is very important,
Yes.
is the local
Yes.
government
Yes.
know of their that these people live in this particular place, they are of social population?
Exactly. Exactly.
Vote?
I would even come to that. That's what I'm trying to say, that the Mieti Allah of Benue State, who is actually their chairman, he was saying that before, when even if they are wanderers, even if they are strangers, that they would let the chairman of that local government be aware. And they said that for some places that they haven't strike, that they are in peace in Benue, that the local government chairman are actually performing. For instance, they are the ones that are sensitizing their youth, and for whatever is being stolen, whatever they report to their chairman, that the chairman will take swift action, either reporting to the government or making sure that their whatever is stolen, maybe their cows or whatever, is being replaced. Like some of these chairmen are making it that they are making it a peaceful existence between the wanderers and the residents of that state. So actually, most of the chairmen and even chiefs, we have kings in some of those villages, they are aware. According to some Fulani men on the internet, they say they even have to pay some of these people. They even have to pay them. Now, I don't want to go back to talk about the governor, but there are some Fulanis that were even saying that they got permission from the godfathers, that even if the chiefs are not ready to collect money, that they have a letter to enter some of these villages. So they don't care whether they are permitted or not. This is to show you that it can be political. So the issue of cow rustling is one that the Benue State government should actually sensitize the youth about it. No Nigerian is a Nigerian than another Nigerian. So they shouldn't steal their cows. A cow now is very, very expensive. That's number one. Then number two.
Before we come to the killing of the cow and not killing of cow, because
Yes.
Maybe the first thing you said you are trying to find solution to this by being very sensitive.
Yes. And I've not come to the Fulanis. The Fulanis also have their issues. I'm on Benue residents now, for instance.
Okay, good.
Because yes.
I should let you finish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the second issue we have is that there are still bad eggs within the village that actually accommodate these people. For instance, the last killing in Yelwata is, I think, some kilometers away from Makodi. Very, very close. So the last killing in Yelwata, it was confirmed that there are some youths of that village that actually collaborated with these Fulanis. Some of them housed them. They gave them a house. They even gave them women. This is even coming from the mouth of CDS, Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa. So he said these people housed them. And I heard from an insider that there was a man who actually used this spraying can they use in the farms to put fuel and be spraying the houses before it was burnt. So you can imagine that these are residents of the villages. So what is the work of the government? The work of these people should start from their village. The betrayal is actually starting from some of the residents of this village. That is their number two problem. The chiefs, some of them are actually even compromised. And when you compromise with these people, if you already have an insider, it makes their job very, very easy. So it is their job to actually sensitize the youth and make sure that these things are in order. for now, I think these are the issues that I would say the Benue youths have, even before I come to the Fulanis.
Okay,
So these are the issues.
let's
Yes,
just
I'm
go
with you, sir.
Fulanis so that I can look at it more
Okay,
holistically. You're giving me a
good,
broader
good, good.
understanding of the whole
Yes, yes.
yes.
You know, the governor said that he would not support the use of self-defense, like for these youths to actually arm themselves. And I'm with him on that. Because the truth is, even before giving this youth self-defense, you would notice that if you watch, some people are already misusing their arms. We are in a place where we have cultists, we have a lot of people that are even ready to sell their arms and ammunition to criminals. So you when you try to arm these people, there could be a problem. There is a case where maybe you will find out that okay, oh, some of them want to be using it to do other illegal activities aside defending themselves. Now let's come to the Fulanis. First of all, the problem of a Fulani man is the fact that a Fulani man does not believe that there is a government reporting to either the state parastatals or the federal government or whatever. There are always people that are ready to put laws in their hands. When I say put laws in their hands, I mean when you offend Fulani people, not all of them have that patience of reporting to the police or reporting to soldiers or reporting to whatever. They will just come for revenge. So this is unconstitutional and is condemnable.
What is cow compared to human lives? Because
That
I
is the
really
issue. Even today I was on Phoenix where a Fulani man was saying 150 lives is equal to one of his cow. So I think these are the issues because these people put laws in their hands and they don't even know anything about the constitution. So this is the first problem. Of course, there are bad eggs in the Fulanis. For instance, I want to give you an instance. There are people who are talking about, you know, an agenda, talking about religious agenda or land grabbing. Now, I don't have a proof for that, but I want to give you an instance. If there are criminals, and probably for the first time, criminals have issues. Let's say Fulani herders have issues with the residents of a village. Are you with me?
yes, I
If they
am.
have Okay, if they have problems with the residents of a village and maybe there is a fight, you know, there's what they call spills of war. For instance, the residents will flee from there and they will go to IDP camps or they will go to neighboring villages or even some neighboring states. Now, do you know that some of these villagers have actually left their money, they have left their land, and they have
They are
also
busy.
left their agriculture, yes, their agricultural produce and all that. So these Fulani men that invaded that village will be enjoying those pills. And it's now something that when you do for the first time and you enjoy it, you will keep doing it. You will keep
But that's
doing it.
if the
It's even
government
how some of
allows
them became an indigene.
no,
They,
sorry. I think that is when the government allows it. Because how can somebody come into your own hometown, your own village and take over? Can you take over from their own place? You can't go to the Fulani land and say you want to take over anything. You can't even have that power to do anything from their end. How come they have
you
so much
know,
God?
I don't own my Bluetooth.
You understand? How come they have
What's
so much God?
this guy? Oh,
They take over, kill people, you come and bomb people and
yes.
okay, I think you should turn your camera. Okay, yeah.
Yes, can you hear me now?
There's nothing to justify their actions. If you ask me, there's nothing to justify their actions
No, no,
because
no,
you
no, no,
can't
no,
even go
no.
into their community and behave in such a way. And they come into this place and they have so much guts over people's life. You tell me that burning of people when they are alive, you burn them alive, burn their houses, their shops is a normal thing because you said your cow died or they killed your cow. When have we started comparing humans' life
Yes.
with that of cow? How is
Life
it
with
even
that of cows. No,
how?
the issue now, like I say, no go do.
So the governor of the
Can you
state
hear
can't
me?
even tell them to leave the state. Is it that they want to give these people power over the state entirely? Because if that's the plan, then I think the people of Benue State are in a big problem. Allowing these people to first of all come into the state, acting like they can take over from the states, is a problem. That's the truth. We need to do better. We're talking about the fact that people died recently, and the whole saga around it is because they've been losing their cow. how on earth are we going to compare cow with that of human life? First of all, it's not even your place. It's not even your village. It's not even your community. It's not even your state. So who gave you the opportunity to think you can go into that place and claim the place? When you know people cannot even come into your state and do
Yes.
anything. No, we are Nigerians. Some people should not
The
be
truth
treated
is,
special.
we
Special citizens over the other. It won't work that way. That's
yes.
the truth.
You know, the problem. There is a problem. The problem is, like I said, I wanted to talk about the bad eggs before talking about. There are still good people among the Fulanis, but we are talking about the bad eggs, the ones that are interested in, for instance, land grabbing. Land grabbing is just one example of so many heinous crimes that they commit. Now, talking about invading people's places, there is a parable in my place that says, if you are coming, I think it's for judgment or something, I forget how the parable says. But what the parable is trying to say is that before you report or before you judge a case, make sure you are coming with clean hands. So that's why we are talking about the things they should do on their own to make sure that
everything must come with clean hands. Yes.
Exactly, sir. Exactly, sir. So the youths in that village, we are just talking about the things they should do to make sure that even before the court of law, because I was listening to the chief of defense staff today, and that was the same thing he was saying. He was saying that it is a retaliation from the Fulanis. You can imagine that it's because they are killing their cows, they would now try to retaliate, which is wrong. This is coming from chief of defense staff. Yes, we are telling you. We are telling you
the chief of defense staff. Let's get this clear.
Yeah.
Chief of defense staff. I'm not. Is it Nigerian chief of defense staff or the local?
Yes, Nigerian chief of defense staff is actually from Kaduna. Chief of defense staff now, Christopher Musa.
Yes, let's take one thing. Let's follow one thing and the other. Because from your beginning, when you started, you told us that governors people are from Mali.
Right. Yes, the first conversation he was having, he said they are from our neighboring countries.
Yes, but from what you have explained, these are indigenous.
Yes.
Of Benue.
Yes. They are indigenous.
Yes,
they are indigenous. As a matter of
they are indigenous.
They are indigenous. You know, the issue of Benue did not start today. Yes, it is even because it has grown very wild. That is why it became an issue. The truth is that there are more indigenous. Even if they are non-indigenous, most of these things are from indigenous. For example, let me give you a local government in Benue State. Agatu local government. Before now, the Agatus in Benue, they are the highest population of the Muslims. So these are the people that now accepted Fulanis as one, because religion actually joined them. And when religion joined them, they were even doing intermarriage with the Agatus. So a time came and they started having these headers clash, and a fight broke out. So are you going to tell me that those Agatu people that have been living there for more than 50, 60 years, you will tell me that they are invaders from Mali? No. Some of them said they have been there for over 100 years. So these are not invaders. These are actually indigenous. The same way that even, yes, I'm with you, sir.
So the beauty, what I want to get from this is this. So the governor, so Nigerians, let's get some things clear. Because my only understanding before now is, these Fulani men are people that just come and they will shoot and they will go. I didn't know they are part of the community. They are people within the same community, so we know them.
Yes, but the issue here is the issue here is that sometimes the indigenous might collaborate with these ones that are coming from the outside, but they might not be the people that are actually committing this crime. For instance, since they know you know them already, they are already in collaboration with their friends that are wanderers that are coming from different places. They might give them information, but the truth is, some of the people that are actualizing some of these things are both outsiders and people that are coming like wanderers.
Wait. If I ask you one question, only one question I want to ask, and that's the question that nobody has answered. What do you think? Why do you think these people really go to on that very day to go and kill people? Why? What is
now I had conversations with even military personnel. There are some military veterans that I have conversation with them, and before this last strike in Yelwater, for some of us that are in the news, there is even a man that said he already had the information even before the incident happened. So what I'm trying to say is that this issue of Yelwater that happened that claimed more than 200. Hello?
Why didn't he voice out? He already had the information before it happened. Why didn't he voice out? Can you allow people to die? How?
Yes, that security personnel, I think he was an ex-personnel. So he said since he can get that information, he was thinking that the Nigerian security agents also had that. I think that was on TBC also. So that was what the man was saying. Now what I'm trying to say is that some of these security personnel, they might be aware, but I don't know if they are playing politics. But aside that, what I'm saying is this: before the invaders come, they are actually collaborating with some people. And the Yelwater issue, let me come to answer your question. They complained that there was cow rustling, that they killed their cows. That is the major issue. They said they killed their cows. And some of them were even saying that these people will come to their communities and they'll be sharing it free of charge. And these things are expensive. Now, in the self-defense of a thief man, he will tell you that before this issue happened, that they have eaten their crops. Now, for both parties, they are actually wrong, because you don't take power into your hands. When something like this happens, you report to the relevant authorities. So this is the self-defense of both parties.
Yes, thank you so much, Shadrach. Now this is making more sense to me. You understand?
Yeah.
If I said I'm going to the community, so we don't blame Islam here. Let's not blame Islam. Let's not blame Christianity. These people did not come. They didn't say they were going to kill them because they are Christians. Let's be clear, Nigerians.
Yes.
They didn't go there to kill because they are Christians. They went to kill because they ate their cow. Is that what is that the story?
Yes. Yeah, because
cow that is destroying their crops. Isn't that the same cow that is destroying their crops?
Yes, Mary. I'm not justifying anything.
Yes, see, you know, this is a delicate issue. Yes, it's a delicate issue.
People's farm, is it in people's farm that they'll be taking cows too?
Mary, let me tell you something. Even me,
there is two sides have a story. But
yes, the two sides actually have a story, and this is where the government comes in. What is the government doing to actually settle this issue? Because I was watching the video of Mieti Allah of Benue State. Are you with me? And he was saying that there are local governments in Benue where if a cow eats your crops, they would pay. That when they report to them, they will try to calculate and pay. Although this is not entirely true, because I was also a victim. Last year I had my farms. The issue is that they would not pay to the expectation of the farmer. For instance, you are expecting 100 bags of rice, and you are expecting 100 bags of rice, and at the end of the day, that 100 bags of rice, if you are selling it for 50,000, if you are selling it for 50,000, you are expecting let's say 5 million naira, and you now arrest a Fulani man with his cows, and you take them to, for instance, maybe the MP of soldiers, maybe the barracks or something. At the end of the day, he's paying you 20% of whatever you have invested. What are you going to do with that money? You are expecting 5 million, and somebody is paying you is paying you 200,000 or 300,000. You understand my point? So this boils down to the governor. Yes, I'm with you.
I want to. You see, I'm looking at issues here as a layman.
Yes.
There are two things that come to me now. All right.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
The issue is the problem does not come from a Fulani man who does not reside in the area. These are Fulani men that reside in the area. And the government is aware, that the local government is aware. This is not motivated by Islam or Christianity. These people have issues.
No, not exactly, sir. Not exactly. Not exactly. Let me explain it. No, let me explain it. No, that's not the issue. Most of these people that are actually coming to cause chaos, that are actually coming to cause harm, they are invaders, but not from other countries. They are actually Nigerians. But the ones that are living with the Fulanis, the only one I knew had problems with their host is actually the one that happened in Agatu. Those ones had been living there for more than 30 to 50 years. I don't know if you are with me, sir. So there are neighboring Fulanis, although they are indigenous of Nigeria, but they are mostly the ones that are causing chaos. For instance, the ones that attacked Yelwater, the boundary that allowed them to enter was actually the Nasarawa boundary. So these are people that came. We don't know where they came from. but they pass through the Nasarawa boundary because Yelwata to Nasarawa is just miles apart. We have Kadarko. Kadarko is actually Nasarawa State, and it is just some miles away from Yelwata. So these are some of the places that they are entering. So these are Fulani men, but they are indigenous of Nigeria.
Mr. Shadrach, are you saying?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
That this that came on that very day, they just want to come and kill people, or something caused them to do this?
They are wanderers. They don't have a specific place they stay. So whenever they pass by,
come on, man.
They wander. Yes.
So as they are wandering, they wander this time to kill?
No. They came with the fact that previously when they were wandering, they killed their cows and they went and get prepared for revenge.
Yeah. So
that is the point. That is their own self-defense.
They came for a revenge. Because nobody, sometimes I was saying this, that who on earth will just get up? Because what I'm thinking is, when will I get up in the morning and start going and kill somebody? You understand?
This is, I am not actually speaking for myself. I was born and brought up in Kano, so I can speak Hausa very well. So what happened is, I am having conversations with even a Fulani man, a Hausa man, and a thief man. Although I might not be able to speak thief, but a lot of thief people can speak English. So I am not saying that any of this is actually my opinion. I'm only saying that this is a result of the when I made my own research.
No,
because when
what I want to say, Shadrach, what you have done,
appreciate
the challenges we are up against. Because on a good day,
of
the ordinary man you see, a man in my village, so don't mind them, they are Muslims. It's a Muslim killing people.
Yes. See, anything we are doing, I lived close to 30 years of my life in Kano. So I know how the Hausas actually accommodated me. As if I go there today in my place, some of them would even be laughing that if I come out for councillor in my street that I'm going to win. So we shouldn't just make this issue an issue of religion, talking about Muslim and Christian. Although I would come to that. I would come to that.
It will be part of it.
Yes, I plan to come to that, but I want to address. I want to address the issue of land grabbing. I'm with you.
Yeah, let's come to that. We'll come to land grabbing. We'll come to that.
Yes. No, we are even on land grabbing at the moment because there are other issues.
Nobody can grab land in Nigeria. If we don't have a government, then we should stop. I was talking about 3 arms of what God has given it to us. God gave us government for a reason. Nobody should be able to grab land in Nigeria. If we have a local government,
when I started this, yes.
So tell me how they grab.
When I started this, when I started this conversation, I just told you that this responsibility is for 4 individuals. Number 1, I will not call them individuals. Will I say the governor? Secondly, the residents of the village. Thirdly, are the leaders of the Fulanis. Then number 4 is actually the government. So I have finished with the governor. Even if I will go back to him, I've already talked about his responsibilities as a governor. The things he's supposed to, he is the one that's supposed to be doing these inner findings rather than just coming on the internet and say whatever. He's supposed to bring all these people together. I don't have an issue with the governor. Now I'm finished with the bad eggs in the residents. Some of the Benue people that are collaborating with these people. Now we are on the Fulanis. And on the Fulanis, we are talking of just one agenda among 4 to 5 agendas I have in my mind that is making them cause terrorism. I don't know if you are with me, sir. This first issue I'm talking about has to do with land grabbing. And when it comes to land grabbing, there is land grabbing happening in Benue State. There are villages in Benue that the residents are no longer living there. It is currently occupied by the Fulanis. Currently, as we speak, there is no one thief man in that place. Some of them are in neighboring states. Some of them, they don't even know. Some of them are in town, but they are no longer in that village. I will give an example. There are some parts of a village called Yobo. In Yobo, when you go very far, there is a boundary between Benue and Nasarawa again. That Yobo, as I speak to you, there are some villages in Yobo that are totally occupied by the Fulanis. These Benue people cannot go there. And there are no fertile lands I know in Makurdi. They do. In short, there is even one of their, is it a village chief or what, that they say he collected bribe. As we speak, he's in town. because they say he can no longer go back there. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. They have a local government chairman, but some of these people might have compromised. This is the point. They might have collected money from some of these Fulani people. So some villages in Yogo are already occupied. So this is the land grabbing we are talking about. You attack a group of people in their village, they flew for safety. At the end of the day, you now take over that village. So this is the issue of land grabbing. You take over their crops, you take over their land, you take over everything after the fight.
Now, what I cannot comprehend, maybe which is true, that I don't understand is totally not happening. I'm the local government of the local government. I know the true indigents of the local government. Now, some set of people have been able to drive some people and they are living there, and I am at peace with it.
Yes, that is, we don't know the steps they are making, but that is the current situation that is happening in Benue State. Not
We want to know also the local government, and not you to say it, because
they have compromised. They have collected money.
Because
most of them have collected money
in these locations. You know, you are talking from facts, and I really respect
this.
So what we would like to have is some real local government chairman and ask the man, who are the indigents of this place? Who are the people living there now? You see, because
that's what I'm saying.
We really have eternally displaced human beings.
Yes, we have IDP camps, and there are more IDP. After this Yelwater issue, there are more IDP camps in Benue. Some of them can no longer go to their village. You are even talking about the local government chairman. How about the governor? I am telling you, there are villages that are already occupied by Fulani men. There are no indigents of that state. My father is from Edo State. As I speak to you, some of these people are in my state. That is where they are living at the moment. So what I'm trying to say, this is the first. Now, those people, when you do something and you enjoy it, you would want to expand your empire. Let me even give you an instance. There is actually a boundary between, they call it Rukubi. Before you get to Rukubi, there are villages that share boundary of Benue and Nasarawa State. Rukubi is Nasarawa State. There are some villages. Now, in those villages, this is how the Fulanis are claiming indigenous of that place. Because after grabbing that place, the funny part is that now they are even saying that place is Nasarawa State. That is no longer Benue. This is the current issue that is happening in some of those villages that they have actually grabbed. So you will see that there's a lot of issues going on. And like I said, land grabbing is just one among the terrorism movement of this set of people. I will go to other issues.
What you have done today, it has helped us understand the way the settlement in Nigeria, because I think the Fulanis are everywhere. I'm wondering, last time I saw what happened in Abraka, I was wondering, how did the Fulani get there? Did they just come? Because what I was thinking is that they just come, invade and go away. No, these are people that live there. You understand, Mary? We'll be talking about it. We treat these people as if they are not Nigerian. They are Nigerians. They live with you. The only difference is they are Fulani by tribe. And if they, like this someone said,
and some of them, they don't have right to I'm with you.
You don't go and take the cow, but the Fulani man come to a settlement. You settle legally because they did not settle illegally. That's why the first question I ask is the local government chairman aware? Then what am I going? What am I going to say?
No,
if the
problem is
aware that these people are there, then they will sell their rights.
But why is that?
You know the problem we are.
Daddy K.
How many people have been living in their own village?
Will not be brave enough to be
how many people are staying there? How many people are staying there? Why is it that they are coming to other people's village to come and take over? What kind
they don't have anything
no,
there.
The problem is
why do people go there?
Now, you know, like I said, before
these things, if they don't have strong backings, I feel
if they don't have what?
Backings. That's the reason why
they are doing
this.
They don't have anyone backing them.
I would come to that. I would come to that. You see, the Fulanis, like I said, before they come to your residence, even as a wanderer, this is not something I've done extensive research, but this is from the mouth of the Fulanis, that they must first meet your village chiefs. Let me even shock you. In Taraba, there are some local government, because Taraba share boundary with Benue. In Taraba, there are some villages where if you compromise with the Fulanis by collecting money or giving them permission, it is the youth that will go and kill you as the chief. There are some local government in Taraba that said they don't want Fulanis. So if they hear that their chief had actually compromised, they will go and kill the chief. This is from an indigenous of Taraba. So
it's a good place.
I want you to understand something.
It's a very good place to go on the break. Don't go away, stay with us. If you are, the man just hammered it. So if you have a Fulani in your area, ask your chief or your king.
Yes, that is the first step. Let's even as a wanderer, you ask your chief.
Yes, when we come back, we're going to look at that further. If there's a Fulani man or there are strange people settling in your area, ask your king.
Yes, exactly.
Don't go away. Stay with us.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. It's coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
All right, welcome back, people. Welcome back. I am in the presence of greatness. There's a young man. His name is Shadrach. He's been rocking the floor. I've never been given a better insight on what is going on in Nigeria than what I heard from him today. Apparently, the people we call the Fulani headsmen, they live among us. Everywhere in the world, because there's no way you would tell me that people that came to fight in Abraka, they flew from Kano to come and fight in Abraka and they've gone back to Kano. They are indigenous.
Yes.
Ask the chief, the king of Abraka, how they got there. Can you ask your king how they got there? Meaning these guys will settle, educate us a little bit, son. So he's saying now that everywhere they go, they guys will meet with the local chiefs, let them know that we are here, we are living with you. We do what we're supposed to do to live in the community. Is that what you're saying? So how are they illegal? How are they unwanted?
That's the problem. They are not illegal. They have constitutional rights and they know what they are doing. Because I was even listening to a Fulani man. He was saying that the only reason why they would not pay the chiefs or inform anybody is if they are just passing. And as they are passing, they are going to neighboring state. But if they would stay there for as much as 2 months, that they would have to meet the chiefs. This is coming from the mouth of a Fulani man. Like I said, everything I'm saying today, I am not saying as somebody, I'm saying from the opinions, from the findings I've actually gathered. So it's not like a strict decision, like my own mind about the whole thing. So having said this, there are also 2 things I forgot to say about the youths, the residents that are staying there. Number 1, talking about the residents. This Yelwater issue that happened, like 200 people died. I was listening to a woman that said, I don't want to mention the name of that politician now, but he's a high-profile politician in Benue, that man has over 500 cattle, close to 1,000 cattle that the Fulani men are rearing for him. Are you with me? So when the Yelwater issue happened, he was accommodating some of those Fulani men and he doesn't want them to be harmed. So the youth came and they were talking to him that he should release them. And he was causing chaos, trying to even call security agents to protect the life of these Fulani men. So you can see that some of the issues is even from them.
No,
they are politicians.
What it is, what it is here is these are people that live together with us.
Exactly. Exactly. That is the problem. That is the problem.
They can never be called. You cannot treat them as people that don't have right to be
on a clear terms, both in the political and the traditional chiefs, some of them are actually selling their residents, their people. I don't know if you get my point. There are bad
The
eggs.
Fulani men did not come as invaders. They come and say, "Oh, we are
Yeah.
here. Oh, we are doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
We are in this place."
Yeah.
And as king,
Yeah.
you welcome them. I don't think anything
Yeah.
is bad. Okay, their cow is
That
there.
is-
Young man, do not you see what you've done today. You should be on channels or another TV station to educate Nigerians. Because what they always say,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fulani herdsmen are Muslim. They're killing people.
We
We know.
we will come to that, but me, I speak based on facts. I'm a Christian and I've lived most of my life with Muslims. Now, the last place I even want to educate Nigerians as a whole, especially the one in this state, is the fact that we have Hausas and we have Fulanis. Now, when something like this happens, you would find out that even in my area, there are some indigenous of Hausas that actually fled from their houses because they are scared. You will now see residents trying to channel their energy on a Hausa man for something that a Fulani man did. I don't know if you are with me.
Yes, can you?
Okay, so for instance, there are what they call Enchirani, as for those of you that can understand Hausa. Enchirani are mostly Hausa men that come to improve the livelihood of your state in terms of business. Some of them, they are the meshai you see, they are the may onions you see, may beans. You understand? They sell beans, they sell different things in your state. These ones are Hausa men. Now imagine if you are attacking them in your state because Fulani herdsmen did some things in the village. That is a very big problem. This is the similar thing that happened in Uromi.
Hey, Mr.
Yeah.
Shadrach, these Fulani men, they've not done anything wrong. If they bring cow,
Yeah.
don't we eat cow?
Yeah, some of them, like you said, if they even bring their cows, it even makes meat in your area very cheap. But the problem is, like I said, there are bad eggs. There are some that will intentionally go to your farms and eat your products. Like I said now in Yobo, there are a lot of farmers that cannot farm. If a Fulani man would see your crops, I was a victim. I farmed beans. I couldn't harvest anything last year, meaning that they will just come to your farms. There are bad eggs that even while they are seeing that this is farm produce, they will not face the grass. They will come and eat your crops. This is the problem. So they are not saying. I know they have permission.
Let's go back.
Yes,
Let's
I'm
go back
with
to the
you.
governor. If the governor
Yes.
knows, but this is the thing we're saying. Rather than the governor waiting for oil money, what is happening between the Fulani and the farmers is gold mine. The Fulani men are coming with a lot of wealth. The people have gold
Yeah.
with their crops. The government need to protect these two people.
Yeah.
They need to give them a
Yeah.
good place for them to flourish, so there will be money for the state.
Oh,
Livestock
exactly.
is a part of farming.
Exactly.
Life is a part of farming. Why don't
Yeah.
you harmonize?
So I think
trying to say that even some of
What's
these politicians
stopping the
own this cow,
government
they are
from
ready
making
cow for
ranching?
them. You understand? So some of these politicians.
yes. I don't want to call names. But there are high profile. Yes. There are high profile politicians that I know, not hearsay, that Fulani that have cows with these Fulani men.
I was almost tempted.
Yeah.
Wait, I was almost tempted. Somebody introduced me to the business that decrease. So if you buy 100 cows, small one, that in another, so it gave me some time that they will become very rich. And you see the profit margin. I was almost saying, okay,
Yeah.
I'm interested. The question I was asking, where am I going to keep
Of
them?
course.
You understand?
So our politicians have cows.
Business.
They are the ones that
You say?
will be doing it for you. So automatically they'll be working for you.
Yes.
You want to protect them.
Meaning if I got
Yes.
into that, I'm about a Fulani man or two who knows how to
Yes.
do the business to rear
Yes,
the
and
cow.
they're
Of course.
working for you. You have to be protecting them as well. That's it.
Yes, especially Mary.
This
And
is-
in fact, the
Yes,
failure
this
is
is-
really on the part of the government, not the Fulani men,
Yes.
not the local people. It's the government that refused to protect these people.
That yes.
Because from what
And
you're saying,
the first
Fulani men, they come
sensitization.
legally.
Yeah.
Fulani men are there,
You know,
they want
you-
to live in peace. They just want to rear their cow. You understand?
Yes.
And in the process,
Yeah.
some of the stupid things which happen everywhere, we go and even if ordinary Benues, if Benue people will have cow, they will still eat other people's crops. If an ordinary
Yeah.
Benue man have it, he will do the same thing the Fulani man is doing. We are just calling him a Fulani man because he needs something to feed his cow and he's desperate. He's gonna do one mistake.
No,
to do that.
you know, there is a problem, but the highest problem comes, like you said, come from the government because we are looking for solutions. So the first thing is to tell the Fulanis and tell the Indians that they shouldn't put law in their hands. And if you are not putting law in your hands, that means if you kill a cow, there are right authorities, a Fulani man.
Shadrach, There's nowhere
That's
in the
not
world where
even
you
a,
tell
that
people
would be a
not to put
solution.
laws into their hand. If you
No,
disobey the law,
It won't
you
be
get
a
the
solution.
treatment. That's what you do. What you
it
do
won't be
is
a solution. How?
to obey the law. Anybody that disobeys the
Yes.
law, he gets treatment. That's the
Do
only way you
you
do
know
That's
it.
what
they
I'm
placed
saying.
the law in Benue? Do you know they placed the law in Benue around 2017 that they don't want to see any Fulani moving around with their cows and all that? But they don't obey this law.
Yeah,
Then
no.
what is the
That
solution?
is
What are you providing for these elders? What is stopping you from making a
wait.
ranch where they can take care of their cows and all that? Why are they moving about?
See,
You should provide a solution
now I will
for
come
them.
to that. Let me tell
Let
you,
me
everything you are saying, I made my findings.
Yes.
You understand? Now, when you were talking about a law, that was during Otom. Otom was very aggressive with these Fulani people. That is the previous governor of Benue State. When Alia came, Governor Alia, when he came, he established some form of relationship with them that is not as stringent as that of Otom. During the last years of the previous government, he banned them to. It will even be very difficult to see a Fulani man around town. Not like now that they can confidently pass. But the new governor actually believed that it is one Nigeria. Even when he came on Arise TV, he was saying that these are his brothers, that they have been living for a very long time. That the ones that are coming are not Nigerians. You understand that the ones that are coming to his land is actually not Nigerians.
These people are Nigerians. These people are,
No, I'm trying to answer my sister. I'm trying to answer my sister that is talking about the issue of open grazing. Now, let me tell you the fact. A Fulani man doesn't want that. And I will give you the reason why. The good ones will tell you that if their cows are actually wandering, that is where they can get fat, and that is where they can eat enough crop. If you put 100 cows, put it in a closed ranching, they will be spending more because the grasses will finish within no time. They will have to be going somewhere to buy or doing something or be relocating to another place for those cows to eat. This is the major problem. So a natural Fulani man wants to wander about because he feels that that is how he can get free food for his cows. But
that's where the law comes in.
But the problem is, why would they leave grass and be eating farm produce? This is the challenge.
That's where the law
You understand? If they are concentrating now, let me tell you, I've gone far in this research, and there is a time I even asked a Fulani man that, okay, why are you eating people's crops? One of them gave me one reason. He said that some of the people taking care of these cattle are actually their children when they are not around. And the children are failing in terms of controlling these cows. So this is the reason why there used to be mistakes. And when there is a mistake of eating crops, they would pay. Now, the Mieti Allah, who is the chairman of Benue, this is the same thing he said that they will pay. But why I am faulting him is that is a lie. Why I said it's a lie, apart from even paying some part of the money, what if your cow eats people's crop and at that moment we cannot catch him? Because it is only when you see the cow eating the crop, that's where you can apprehend both the owner of the cow and the cow. If he has eaten it and left, who are you going to hold? When I lost my own farmland, all the Fulanis that we met that were residents of that place, they denied that it's not their cows. So you see where the challenge is. This is where the challenge is.
We're going to have this discussion tomorrow. We need you here tomorrow again. We need to continue.
Okay, no problem. We have not even started because I am still going to be talking about other issues. There are still government agenda. There are still terrorism. There are still kidnapping. There are still a lot of issues that are hiding behind this Fulani issue. Yes. You understand? But we just started, and I'm talking about how the governor is going to come into it and how they are going to have lasting peace. If everybody is threatening everybody, there's not going to be a solution. A Fulani man is very difficult to fight because he does not have a resident who will go and meet him. They have neighboring places they can invade you. After attack, they will still run. You will not find a Fulani man with a gun. They know where they hide it. When it's time for action, they know where to pick it up, do what they want to do, and go. So there are a lot of issues.
It's like they have a kind of, they have family. Let me use the word family. When they want to fight, they gather themselves, they go and...
Exactly. They know the right phone calls they would make. They know the people they would call.
Yes.
Yes. It might not be the residents of that state. It will be people that would, yes.
All right. Let's do this.
Yes. And some of these problems are actually happening in the borders. Yes, no problem. We some of the issues are happening in the borders where they can just come in and go back. So when they rear your cows, then they rear their cows in your boundary.
Yes. From what we discussed today, based on what you have told us today, you have more to tell us. Just how do you summarize? You think that we all can do at this critical time to solve the problem right now, based on what you see on ground with this killing?
Okay.
Now you've been able to identify the government, identify the full man, identify the going to terrorism. How do we do that?
Now, I think there are 3 ways where this issue can actually be solved. And the first issue is actually with the governor. The Miyetti Allah of Benue said the governor has been calling a lot of people but has not called him for once to address the challenges the Fulanis are facing in Benue. So the first issue is the governor calling on the people that are involved. Local government chairmen, the
Fulani men,
people, and address them properly. Number 2, the governor should also sit with his people, both the political people and the residents, to sensitize them not to be violent. You don't solve violence with violence. So he should sensitize those people. Then number 3, I would say that our security forces are not doing enough. They are not doing enough because I see no reason why these people will be bragging on the internet, on TikTok, and everywhere that they have not started. You can actually pick a Nigerian citizen. If it is very dark man, they can just go and pick him. But Fulanis have actually been bragging on the internet. Some of them have handles. And we have DSS, we have SSS, we have some of those people. So people are putting laws in their hands and they are going scot-free. Nothing is being done. They will come armed. How many times have you heard that some of them have been caught? This Yelwater issue I've not seen physically where some of them have been caught. They will just tell you on TV. We want to see results. We want to see a situation where the borders are safe. Anybody that go against the law should be apprehended. These are the issues.
Yes. And that's a good place to wrap up this segment of the show. I'm going to have this young man tomorrow because he has not finished yet. The way the Fulani man said he has not finished with us, Shadrach has not finished with us. We need to hear from Shadrach. And Shadrach, thank you very much for this.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Better today. Myself, I am a very open-minded person, and I really want to see the issue from everybody's point of view. Yes, there will be stupid Fulani men who are taking peace, but so also are locals who are doing what they're supposed not to do. Now, the problem here is leadership. Leadership is needed to bring this. In fact, these 2 people, if they do well, they're going to make wealth. They're going to make Benue actually richer than what it is now.
Because improve the economy.
If there's no farming going on, Benue will be richer. So how do we harmonize that? How can a blessing become a curse? That's what it is. Our blessing has become a curse. The Fulani men bring in their cow, they're going to enrich the community. The farms are only going to be better. So we eat cow, they eat up from the crop. But they don't need to kill one another. They don't need the crops protected. For even as the government, I'll be protecting the cow and I'll be protecting my crops so that I can make money. That's what I will do. Anyway, thank you very much for this beautiful insight. We'll be with him tomorrow. And maybe please make sure we have this young man tomorrow so we can continue this discussion.
All right, thank you.
To take a look at any paper, but honestly, we are out of time. Let's do everything.
No problem, sir.
Tomorrow, all right? We do this tomorrow.
All right.
And when we come here tomorrow, we're not going to go away. We're going to stick to Fulani men. We're going to stick to how security can come back to Benue State. For those of you in Benue, you guys might think we are a little bit insensitive on this issue today. We are not. We're just trying to address issue for what it is. You understand? It's good to hear from both sides of the story. It might not be what you want to hear, but what it is what it is. The man has just taught us that, hey, the Fulani men will come to your community. They don't just jump in. If they're going to stay more than 2 months, they will inform you. So you know they are there. Now, in the course of doing their business, they might infringe on your own. And if that is the case, these are things authority within local. When I analyze today's topic, I said there are 3 levels where God gave us. God gave us the family, God gave us the church, and God gave us the government. And I said, God he replaced himself with government. There's no, when you see government, you've seen God. Anything you're calling God to do, government should be able to do it. And do we call on God to come and solve this issue? Actually, the government is the one that's going to solve it. And it's going to be done. And that's how we're going to approach it. And that's what I'll be doing with this young man when he come back here tomorrow. Mary and Evelyn, thank you very much for today. I appreciate a lot of jargon before this young man came in. So I'll make sure I don't continue with that kind of jargon tomorrow. Because I was saying, in fact, you know me, I make big statements. And sometimes when I go back and listen, I say, did I just say that? But as it comes, that's why I talk about because thank you very much, young women. Stay blessed and have a beautiful day. Rest of the day, and please stay out of trouble. If you see full animal, don't be afraid of them. The one is good, marry. Don't bring them to me until you are ready to bring them in. You know, Papa, they take two. You bring one, I go give her a wife. You know, they come back. That's where we end the show, people. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll do this again tomorrow. God bless you. And God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Stay blessed.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. It's coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.